Hello everyone. There we go. And just close the shutter. How are we all doing tonight, everyone? Hope y'all doing well. So, Greninja raids restart in about 3 hours. That's gonna be pretty fun. But yeah, so pretty much when the thing says 3 hours or 3 hours of the stream being started, that's pretty much when the Greninja raids will be. So, until that happens, we are going to be doing some raids, and we are going to be doing some, of course, as you can tell, shiny hunting via Greninja egg hatches, because yes, we are pretty over odds on this frickin' thing. And I would very much prefer to get this thing sorted by the... I would like to at least get one of the Greninja family today. But before the end of the week, I would like to get at least one. My hair's a bit weird. Why is my hair, acting weird? Then again, my hair's getting a bit long, so I do kind of need to get it cut at some point. But yeah, we are live, and it's time to get hunting. Currently fighting a shiny Tozakruel, don't know what to do. What do you have? What level is it? And what do you have to throw Pokeballs at it with? Like, what kind of Pokeballs do you have? Because that's important. Hey, Moon Dojo, how you doing? I'm doing very, very well. But yeah, we're gonna be... I was thinking of doing some, dedicated outbreak hunts while, the lead up to this. But I ultimately decided I'm not gonna be doing, dedicated outbreak hunts for this, because I have a couple of them. I have, Staravia. But I was like, I don't think I'm gonna go do, dedicated outbreak hunt today. I would vastly prefer to just focus today on specifically hatching the Greninja eggs, because at this point we've got let me just check, because we've got what, 6 boxes at minimum full. So one box, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boxes full of Greninja eggs that I prepared for this. So that is, so let's see, so 7 times 3 is 21. That's over 200 eggs I prepared for this. So we're definitely going to be over odds on this. I mean, we're already over odds. But we are going to be, over double odds if we don't get the shiny within this batch of eggs I have today. I don't quite think we'll get it today, just because, that's my luck kind of in crapidity. But I've been pretty good. Aside from Greninja and, Froakie kind of being a jerk when it comes to eggs, shinies, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Hopefully you aren't as bad as me with Charmander. What was your Charmander at? That's just quick ball, that panic moment. Yeah, that's the reason why I don't rely on quick ball when it comes to shiny hunting. I go the long game fight. So I have it. Yikes. Yeah, I'm hoping I don't get anything that bad. The worst shiny I've ever had so far by a Masuda method was over double odds on Roggenrola. But I'm willing to bet this is gonna get worse. It was just random, so I wasn't prepared. Well, I know, but I go in with always a ridiculously overstashed amount of frickin' luxury balls and Pokeballs. And most of the time I'm wandering around, I mean, aside from right now, because I'm hatching eggs right now, I will keep a, what is it, False Swipe. I'll have my Gallade or my Iron Valiant in my party pretty much normally. Again, you don't see, because I'm pretty much hatching eggs right now. Just in the event I stumble on something shiny. And even then, you can save in front of a shiny and just go into your PC box, and it'll still be there when you get out. My hardest hunt was Masuda Brilliant Diamond. Yikes. Yeah, my worst hunt ever was the Carcadet. But that we got, and I am glad I never need to shiny hunt that freaking thing ever again. Because we got all 3 of the Carcadet family. So I'm happy. The only way I would probably ever be re-hunting a Carcadet is if I have the desire to get a Trick Room one. And I want like a Trick Room shiny. That is the only way I will ever go hunting for that thing again. And even then, that's going to be by Masuda eggs. Not going to be by like, oh, I'm just going to go full odds hunting that thing. No desire for that. 3,000 for a Piplup. Crap. That's insane. So you had Masuda for that, right? Jeez. But yeah, so today the plan is pretty much do some Terra raids if you guys have any like level 5s and stuff. And then work on hatching as many of these Froakie eggs as possible. I would like to try and get 150 of them done before the Greninja raids start. But I also like that's a bit of a high bar. I decided to take my Tatsugiri hunt break early. Decided to actually go for Flamigo. Yeah, pretty nice. Nice. It's always satisfying getting a shiny relatively quick. Always satisfying. Delightful. And again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. But how excited, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you guys for the Greninja raid reruns? Because I still need to go get my Greninja on my Scarlet version. But I'll probably be getting that, like, I'll probably do that, like, off-stream. I probably won't be doing that on-stream because I can, like, more coordinate things. Because I still need, like, grind up a number of resources in that game to get things. You know, so I gotta do stuff with that. It's gonna be annoying. When combining all the Pokemon Switch games, what Pokemon can we still not have it? I actually do not know just off the top of my head. I know the Unova starters are in there. I know the monkeys from Unova are not in there. I know... There's a number of them. Most of them, I believe, are from Unova. I had 12 minutes of the fighting sandwich, so I went to see if I could find a shiny Slitherwing. Got it like 2 minutes. Nice. Yeah, Slitherwing and Brute Bonnet are the only 2 Scarlet Paradoxes we still have yet to find. Well, they're the only 2 we have yet to find. I have some 5s. I can some. Just had a black Fairy Tree Cerulege. That sounds scary. Like, Cerulege is a lot harder to deal with than Armarouge when it comes to the Terra raids. Lady K, I want to hunt Roaring Moon, but it'll be a while. Yeah, Roaring Moon is an annoying hunt. I love Roaring Moon. It is my favorite Paradox Pokemon, and I'll be real, one of my favorite shinies, actually probably like my second favorite shiny that this game has, maybe first. So, it's one that I would say, like, I love it, but if you're gonna hunt Roaring Moon, you better have, like, a mental cleanser, like a palate cleanser or something like that. So, you've just got, like, a mental spacer. Yeah, this Pokemon... Yep. Indeed. Freaking almost 800 eggs and no shiny Froakie. I mean, again, I said that there's gonna be a time where one of our Masuda hunts goes over odds, because every other one, all, like, 7 of them up to this point, have been mega under odds. So, we were due over time for Greninja wanting to smack us in the face. Though the real question is, will we be able to acquire the other members of the family under odds? Because I like adding up all of the eggs that it takes for us to get everything. I'm wondering if we are going to go under odds for the whole family. Because when we went for Fuecoco, we got all the Fuecoco ones in 590 eggs exactly. With Cinderace, it was under 1,200. I'm wondering if we're gonna get that for this, like we go like under 1,500. It'll be an interesting thing to see if we can get. But I also have my doubts. I have my doubts. Got some... I don't accept shiny trades, but I do thank you for the offer. I prefer to hunt my shinies myself. It's not just a regular shiny roaring moon. You like, well, the thing is, you don't really need the 0 special attack IV for roaring moon. You don't really need 0 special attack on anything because, I mean, unless you're doing something like power split, you don't need the minimized. It's only for physical attack because of just strictly foul play. Welcome back, Alex. Sure. Do you have a double battle team made? Because we do double battles here. But yeah, we could do a battle. Just no paradox Pokemon and no legendaries. Yeah, we can do a battle. Hey, nice, Daniel. Round of applause for Daniel finally getting their Charmander shiny in that many eggs. I hope ours does not go as over odds as that is. Because that's not going to be fun. That's not going to be fun. But also, guys, again, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Yep. Yeah, I thought I could jump over all the way. But yeah, we do need to get back to the Charmander. Hopefully, if we can get through all of these Froakie eggs, we will get working on the Greninja one. I've done this game. All I've done. Yikes. Jeez. I mean, I pretty much aggressively play this game, aside from when we're doing the Breath of the Wild streams. Hey, Tsunami and Robbie, how you doing? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. What the frick? How? You were nowhere near us. Screw off. Yeah, we could battle. Yeah, we can battle. Just no paradox Pokemon or legendary Pokemon. And it is doubles. Alright, Link, battle, double. Link code is going to be 192837446. There we go. Yeah, dude, I love battling. We're gonna be doing some battle streams next Sunday. No Paradox Pokemon and no Legendary Pokemon, so no Miraidon or Koraidon. Or the Ruins Legendaries. Doing great, thanks for asking. I'm doing very well. Things are going pretty well here. We got the Greninja raids starting in 2.5 hours. So we're just gonna be doing some shiny hunting, hatching Froakie eggs, possibly doing some Terra raids, depending on if you guys get like some good level 5s, because there are certain level 5s that are really just not worth doing. There are others that like are very, very, very worth doing, because they give like very, very good drop pools. But also, there are some... you're going to the internet, right? There you go. Yeah, it's like freaking 20 degrees outside, so it's freaking freezing right now. But, oh yeah, no, the thing's gonna heat up the room, so now I don't need, like, socks or slippers on. No, I don't. No, I actually do, because it's so freaking cold out, and the windows don't like keeping the heat out. But yes, just put some socks on. That's weird. It's not connecting. Alright, come on, game. Work. Come on, game. You better work. We're trying to just battle. Well, the thing is, you gotta remember, there is a delay. There is the delay of latency, and every person has a latency different. Some people have latency be like 2 seconds. Other people can have it be as much as like 7 or 8 seconds. So trying to time it would likely be problematic. You're sure you're connected to the internet, right? Alright. You also you're doing doubles, right? Like, we need to have double battle selected. When a story on Sword and Shield Dynamax Adventure... Get a shiny category. Nice! Yeah, it's always good when you get a shiny legendary in Dynamax Adventures early. Boy, do I know about that with Ho-Oh, and still going 5 times over odds on that freaking bird. Are you sure you entered the code in right? Because, like, I honestly think I'm only going to try, like, maybe 1 or 2 more times, because if it's not working, it might not really be worth it to keep trying. Like, are you sure you're selecting double battles? Because I've been having people select, like, double or like single or multi battles instead. So that be a luxury ball, the shiny Tapu Koko, Sword Shield. Let's try again. Not sure why it's not working. Strange. Yeah, that's why the Union Circle will prevent that. Yeah, Union Circle, it shuts that down. Alright. Let's try again. Oh, not much, JJ. We're just doing a battle. Well, we're trying to start a battle. How you doing, JJ? Hope you're doing well. But yeah, I'm thinking next Sunday's like a week from Super Bowl Sunday. We are going to do... Alright, let's see. Normal. Alright. Okay, then. We have a delay. I also don't know what your name in game is. So, like, that's also a bit of a problem. It's probably someone else using the same code. Do you make competitive themed teams? I do sometimes. Depends on really like how I'm doing. I haven't been able to come up with one for this game yet. So I haven't been able to come up with one with this game. Only got battles with my friends. If it's not working, Outlet. If it's not working, we may just do it another time because we have a Discord. What? Yeah, sometimes the internet likes to freak out. Okay, let's try this again. But again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if we haven't done so. Oh, Dragon, I've already done that. I've already done it many times with that Godzilla theme team. There we go. Okay. Alright. Flat rolls for allowed species. There we go. Official rules 1. There we go. Yes, that's the team. There we go. This is gonna be good. Yeah, Participation Protocol. There we go. This is gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. Because I don't mind waiting. 5-star fighter. What is the Pokemon in it, Moon? Oh. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I have the battle teams. Okay. Okay, then we'll just go take the item off. You just gotta select a team and just like select anything. So we need to go through the whole thing and then just cancel out the battle. It's alright. It's alright. I mean, that's one of the things that does happen just at times when we don't have, like, the battle stream thing, because the battle stream rule thing, it is, like, generally in the description of those, so it's a thing that not everyone is always aware of. Just realized only because to get shiny told Squirrel because I wanted to take a picture of the autumn area. Alright, we'll try again. But this is going to be the last time we're trying this. If it doesn't work, we will do it a different day. Boss Div was the only one I found. Okay, oh, so the Boss Div was also the fire one. Okay. Because you didn't put the Mabostiff Fire level 5 in the same thing, because that's how we like it. Like, we prefer the formatting to be like the Terra Raid level, type, and the Pokemon in the same thing. Probably should make a Nightbot automated command for battle rules. Ninja Raids. Yeah, Dragon Club, they're coming back in like 2.5 hours. They're coming back in 2.5 hours. Man, it's gonna be fun. I'm hoping. Kind of bad. Someone else quit. Oh my god. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a pretty fast couple of weeks, but hey, that's how it goes sometimes. And again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Yeah, that's one of the other reasons why I kind of don't. That's one of the reasons why we do the battle stuff on the battle stream is stuff like that. Only it would be good for. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. But hey. There we go. Official rules 1. There we go. Participating team. There we go. Hey, this should be fine. There you go. Got the Paradise Protection battle theme. Ooh. Interesting. And I think that works. I think that works. I think this works. Found out this morning that Beta has Wonder Trade, and they're all Bidoof. What did you expect, Jared, to be in BDSP's Wonder Trade? What else would you expect? People to be trading in Sinnoh. Ooh, shiny Garganacl. Lovely shiny. There we go. Found out there's a Wonder Trade. Yeah. Heck, I take Scarlet, just want some variety. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I just don't do Wonder Trades and stuff on there. Is, it's all gonna be the same. Definitely shiny hot, full playthrough team. Would involve me, which is, I mean, I'd say it's worth it. I'd say it's worth it. It won't take that long. Draco Meteor. Eliminate. Freaking love this thing. Oh crap, that was a mistake. We're still surviving. We do a little surviving. We do a little surviving. It's gonna be fun. Boy, is that Charizard? Yep. Yeah, it's Charizard. And... yeah. There we go. Freaking on the rest of the living deck. Working on hunting the legendaries. Working on the legendaries. The hunting mechanic is weak. Oh, it is very much. No, Square Shinies I do not believe are in the game. The shininess is back to just being the same thing as it was in the previous ones. Which I'll be real. Where the fuck did my jacket go? Where'd my coat? Oh, there it is. Like a meteor. Yeah, right now the split damage is gone. Yeah, Square Shinies are not in the game. I'm kind of glad for that. I'm kind of glad that, like, Square Shinies aren't actually a thing in the game anymore. Because, like, for as much as I enjoyed the ideas of them, I think that there's definitely some good things to them being gone. I'm gonna transfer in some Square Shinies. Yeah, no, it is the same thing as it was before. They are just, the Square Shinies are gone. I'm kind of okay with it, again. Because it just means that more people are just going to hack the Shinies in to be that way. Good game. It was nice, exactly. But yeah, we do battle streams. We're going to be trying to get into doing battle streams. The Shinies were damaged by the introduction of March, not going to lie. Yep. But yeah, we do battle streams, like, we're going to try and get to doing them every Sunday. So, I have a feeling that you are gonna very much enjoy those. When we get around to doing those. Right, yeah, that thing is like stupid fast. That thing is ridiculously fast. Wow, oh wait, right, yeah, right, I'm still specs on this thing. So even with the -1, I'm still doing like neutral. And make it rain. This was good. This was fun. Really? Didn't even take out Goldango. Right? Yeah, you need Adamant to take Goldango out. Good game. I kept forgetting that my Hydreigon, I changed it over to Terra Fire. I kept thinking it was on Terra Poison. But I remembered I changed it over to Fire specifically because of Goldango. That was a good game. Yeah, I know. You can Masuda breed for it. You can Masuda breed for Shiny Charizard. We have not Masuda bred for that one yet. We were working on it, but we did not get it yet. Wanna hunt all the Oricorio farms? Yes, you can change the Oricorio farms in this game. It was pretty good. I like the team. I was not expecting Tech Greninja. What was the item on the Greninja? I'm curious about that. Mystic Water. Interesting. Icy Wind was a surprise. You don't usually see something like Greninja running Tech. Granted, says the guy who is running Icy Wind Gengar. for a few series. Well, for a series, for a bunch of battles in it, but that was a while ago. But yeah, the Greninja raids start in 2 hours and 15 minutes. For those who do not know, we have a plan in place that allows us to one-shot these Greninja raids. It requires a Gallade with Sharpness, though, as well as 2 Pokemon capable of using the move Screech. I have the Indeedee that has Psychic Drain and Helping Hand, though. So that is how we beat the thing. But it's gonna be good. Exactly. Thank you very much, Omar, for that. But yeah, anytime that they have these, like, level 7 raids, I always go find... Would love to do this. But yeah, I agree. The thing is, we do have a strategy for them. I highly recommend everyone checking out those before we do this. Kind of wish you could help the shinies, but Oricar farms are so... Yeah. But yeah, I have the Indeedee for those. If you guys bring the Revavroom and a Gallade, we only need one person to bring Gallade for those, we can easily one-shot them. Yeah, don't bring things like a Azumarill or Iron Hands. They will get destroyed by this thing. We need the specific setup that we came up with in the video. Ooh. Level 5 Phalanx. I do like Phalanx. I very much like this thing. Let's bring in Iron Hands. We will bring in the Punchy Robot. Or as I like to also call it, Senior Chrome Pants. Let's go. It's gonna be fun. I want to new shiny, but... Yeah, you can hunt the other shinies in addition to hunting the Oricario farms. Just, like, make sandwiches that spawn the things in the area, like... They, like, spawn, like, other flying types in the area for hunting Oricario. If there's other flying types in the area, that is. It's gonna be interesting. But yeah, I'm already working on my Series 2 teams for the current VGC series. I'm really looking forward to bringing my Roaring Moon over from Scarlet into this. It's going to be fun. No, we're not going to start. So last night, Ghoulish Gengar were in a Union Circle and we found, Nice! I'm still mad at Screamtail for causing us to miss another Screamtail. Like, frickin' that fight took so long. The other Screamtail spawned in and then despawned. I know, but then we could have had 3 Screamtail. We would have had 3 of them, not just 2. Granted, all of the spare Screamtail would have just gone to giveaway trades anyway. So, there's that. But still, it would have been one more giveaway thing to give to you guys. But yeah. I am glad, though, like, we knocked out the entire Dano family. Which is good for me, because now I can just go and hunt for Bagon and Gible in that same location that we were hunting the Dano in, because, like, okay, well, let's do a Dragon Sandwich, and I will still get, like, I need to hunt Doug Trio at some point. So that's going to be helpful. Like, whenever it comes to shiny hunting, I always want to minimize spawn interference, which is the hardest thing to do when it comes to something like Roaring Moon. Because, at best, you're still getting spawn interference from Gible, Gabite, Zweilous, and then the actual thing you're hunting. So at best, you're hunting something that is, like, functionally 4 times as hard as the actual charm odds. Yeah, we're going to be doing raids and doing some egg hatches until the raids start. I don't think Meowscarada is too good of a bring for this, because remember, Phalanx is a... Wait, right, you have Protean. I forgot, Meowscarada gets Protean and you get, like, fighting moves or, fairy moves. Hey, Potato. I periodically forget Meowscarada gets Protean because it's the one starter I don't actually use in competitive. Oh. I mean, you can use the ability patch on it, though. When is it Protean raids? That was weird. Alright, let's try again. Yeah, it may not be best to bring the Meowscarada then. These battles are not just about dealing damage. It's about long-term survival when it comes to battling against the 5-star raids. So, just having a super effective non-stab move is not necessarily great. You need long-term survivability. Yeah, long-term survivability is a lot more important. That's when it comes to raids, it is best to think more about the typing of the Pokemon you're fighting as a base rather than the Terra typing. You know, so like if you're fighting, say, normal type Hatterene, you're not going to want to bring fighting types. Because even though fighting is good against the normal type, they get obliterated by Hatterene's Fairy and Psychic moves, which it still receives the same type attack bonus on. So yeah, it is better to focus on the typings it is normally rather than, like, the actual Terra typings. Which is one of the reasons why, like, I say, if you're ever in doubt, generally bring something like a Azumarill and Iron Hands. They're ridiculously strong at just crushing these raids. I love it. Because we damage calced it once. Azumarill with a huge power play rough deals something in the ballpark of well over 1,000 damage to these things. It's kind of bonkers. I'm honestly lost in thought, just running aimlessly thinking what I should hunt next. Welcome to me when playing with Breath of the Wild. Just me running around Hyrule on the Master Cycle Zero like an absolute idiot. The thing is, it isn't even bugged. Play rough deals the damage it should. It's just that the HP bar goes down double as much as it should. So, like, say you take out 2,000 HP from the boss's health. It will display you having done 4,000 damage. But you did the 2,000 damage the move was supposed to have actually done. They don't have a shiny Brute Bonnet or shiny Screamtail. We do have a shiny Screamtail spare, but that is going in the shiny giveaway. So that I recommend like you wait, try to go get the one from that when we eventually do the giveaway. But Greninja does have Protean. But yeah, it may not. I would recommend going and what version do you have? What version do you have? Do you have Scarlet or do you have Violet? Because I'd recommend going and getting a huge power Azumarill. If you can, it is one of the absolute best things for raids. Give it Belly Drum, Play Rough, Liquidation, it just shreds things. Only way to get to have a Belly Drum, though, is you need a Pokemon with Belly Drum, free a move slot in Azumarill's moveset, and give it the Mirror Herb. And then do a picnic together with the Belly Drum Pokemon and the Azumarill. Azumarill will pick up Belly Drum. And then it becomes the absolute destroyer of worlds that is known as Azumarill. And now it is time for Senior Chrome Pants. Love this thing. Yeah, you may have fighting moves, but I am ridiculously physically defensive. You're gonna get crushed anyway. Now it's time for a Drain Punch. There we go. It's like 40% of this thing's health deleted out of existence. I love it. Ooh, Gungshot got the poison. Delightful. Very delightful. Shield's up, but it's not going to last. It's got nothing going for it. Remove Nick. Okay, well, remove the poison now. But it didn't remove the fact that I'm still at +6. Doing 8 times my normal damage. Nah, you're not surviving this, Phalanx. You ain't surviving. I wonder, If you use something like neutralizing gas on a Pokemon that uses Protean, would its typing revert back to its base typing? Or would it just stay whatever its converted type is? I think it might stay as whatever. It might stay as whatever its typing. It's okay. Use that move. Megahorn missed. Get dunked on. Fun. Even with your defense boost, you're still getting chunked by Drain Punch. Wait, what did it say? Failings had what? Oh, and its energy drained. Okay. For a second, I thought that said Failings released its stored up energy, which is the line that says when you lose. So I was briefly worried. But no, it's fine. You know, it doesn't matter if you nullify our stats and abilities. You're already dead. You're... Yeah, I'm still too young. I'm still too bugged to do that. Goodbye. Failings. For a second, I almost called it Iron Hands. Let's go. I actually have a shiny Phalanx back in my Sword and Shield version. That was a raid shiny Phalanx. Did not get that from Dynamax Adventures. No Mystic though. Sad. I mean, I think I have more Mystical than I need for a while, so I'm fine. Start making my Ice Frogadier. Oh yeah, right. You mentioned that like Ice Terra type Frogadier with. Was it Chilly Reception or Snowscape you said it had? Because, like, that's glorious. Yeah, Snowscape, right, yeah. Chilly Reception's an interesting move. Like, I like that it gives more utility to pivots. I like that it's another pivot move. Protean don't need Terra Ice type technically. That is true. That is true. The first move you have to use would be water, though. Wouldn't be water, would need to be ice. Yeah. Like, honestly, the amount of defense that something gains from the snow boosting physical defense of ice types. A few weeks ago, I calculated this out because one of my friends in a Discord said, you know, oh yeah, when Glaceon is in snow, it effectively has a 165 base physical defense. Now, me, being uber numbers nerd I am, knows that when a base stat is multiplied or divided by something, you know, a number, it isn't actually the same thing as what the true stat is. So if you multiply your true stats by, you know, 1.5, so you increase it by 50%, your base stats go up by a number greater than 50%. So I was like, I'm going to go figure out what the actual boost to Glaceon's defense is. And holy crap, its physical defense its normal physical defense is 110. Effectively, when a Glaceon is in snow, its physical defense is 191. To put that in perspective, 194 is what Mega Mewtwo's offensive stats were. So this thing has a defense stat on par with Mega Mewtwo's offense. It is insane how defensive that thing can be. Yeah. Like, the change from hail into snow was the greatest gift they could have ever given ice types. Because now, it doesn't actively penalize you for using non-ice types. And it massively buffs them. Keep in mind, you can stack that insane defense boost on something like Glaceon with Glaceon's Snow Cloak ability, which is fun. Ooh, I'd be up for that Dragonite raid. What is the typing? Welcome in, Andreas! Arna, how you doing? Andreas, Dragon Dance Tommy, and Draco. How are you guys doing? How is everyone doing? Thank you very much for popping in that raid. If you guys haven't done so, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But Mr. Andreas, SSFG, how are you doing? And what were you streaming today, my friend? Did you find another absolutely god-tier Ura Mystica beat raid? Hello, Carmen, Pascal, Nutsa, thank you very much for coming in. How is the Tommy doing? As well as the Andreas. How you guys doing? Hope you guys doing well. It is the Dragon Dance Tommy. But yeah, how you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing good. Hi, Kayla. How is Kayla? But yeah, we're getting ready. Hosted a shiny Volcarona. Right! You still have your shiny Volcarona raid. Ooh, so Titan with bitter, sour, and salty. Ooh, that's good. What Terra type is the Titan raid? Because I have a feeling the wonderful people in the chat may enjoy doing that raid. I have not done the Titan yet. Hey, thank you very much, Alec, for the subscribe. Thank you very much for that. Wait, is my sub box not there yet? My sub box still... Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. The sub box was turned on not showing. Why is it not showing up? Why is the sub box not showing up? There we go. There we go. Been really lucky with shining getting Scarlet by noise. Ooh, rock type. Ooh, that'll be fun. But yeah, I mean, if you wanna host a couple of those, I'd be happy to do it. I probably won't be partaking in the raids because I know that the wonderful people in the audience would probably like to get into those Titan Terror raids. No, Andreas, I already have a shiny Volcarona. I already got one and it was marked. So I don't think I need one, but I do appreciate the offer. Yeah, because it just occurred to me. Yeah, you haven't seen the Volcarona. Because normally this is like in my PC box as egg hatch support. Yeah. Greninja, there we go. But yeah, we are pretty heavily over odds on our Greninja shiny hunt, so if you guys don't mind, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe. All that shiny luck that you give goes back to you guys, because as we have discovered, I don't get shinies in my own streams. Everyone else does. After all, just at the start of the stream, we had someone finally acquire their over odds shiny Charizard. So Titan will be removed. Yeah, so Titan is getting rid of 23 boxes. That is actually not much over odds. 23 boxes would be 660 eggs. 690 eggs. I think I'm gonna go for the Oricorio. Nice. Makes sense. So are you going to save your other game and not do the Greninja raids on your other game that has... So we... yes, the Dragonite raid. Let's go. What Terra type is the Dragonite? Welcome in. Kadahara Kazuna, welcome in. Welcome in. What type? As in, like, what Terra type is it? Six, 7, D. So do you already have Greninja on both of your games? Because if so, you can just, like, not play Wait. I wonder if you don't connect at all during the Greninja event, and then you reconnect after the raids, do you still have your Volcarona raid? Hey, Shining Blue! How you doing, Shining? Everyone send some love over to Shining Blue. Thank you very much for popping in. Ooh, Dragonite. Dragonite might have multi-scale, so it might want to stay on your toes. But if you guys haven't done so, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Oh, Freddy, thank you very much for coming in. I'm gonna do Splatfest. Ah! I forgot about Splatfest is happening. Remember, Outlook. The stream is on delay. You guys are seeing this about like 10 or so seconds after it actually is. So it may be full before they realize. Hans. Alright. Belly drum. Okay. Also, they can see the link code on the screen. Why not collab Splatfest dark milk for chocolate milk, white chocolate? I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about the Splatfest thing. Oh crap, that's... Oh, right, I didn't even set up my belly drum yet. Moon Dojo, I need to do the healing cheer. Moon, I need to do the healing cheer. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. You Moon, don't use close combat. That is not good to use against it. Yeah, close combat is not a good thing to use at all against raid bosses. You destroy your own defenses, and it just makes you easier to get knocked out. Yeah, that's kind of why I said we needed someone to do the healing. Because otherwise I'm going to get knocked out immediately. Oh, that's bad. That's not good. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, someone needs to do the healing cheer right now. Thank you. There we go. Oh, of course. This is one of the reasons why I say, like, okay, guys, if we're gonna be doing the raids, you guys need to actually bring in things that work well. Like, otherwise we're just not gonna do the raids. Yeah, like, we actually do need support when it comes to these things. Yeah, and don't use things that have close combat. They will take themselves out. Alright, there we go. Brain punch. Okay, that should be good now. Exactly. We need screech and metal sound. That's exactly what it is. Alright, Daniel. Thank you very much for coming, and have a good night. Okay. Yeah, that's mostly why I do stuff from raids, because I know that's what I'm doing. I mean, that's one of the reasons why when we do, like, the guide videos for the raids. There we go. And that is why we need at least one support, guys. Because otherwise, we will get destroyed. I mean, it makes sense why most people don't really know how the support works. Because we typically play these games by literally just smack whatever's in our way with the biggest attacks that we can find. We don't ever really use things like support and defensive things in our normal gameplay. So, it makes sense. Happy it up. Again, guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Nice! I do need the Terror Shards. I do need those Terror Shards, though. Yeah, the one issue I have with the competitive in this game is just preparing the Terra Shards. Yeah, if you're gonna go for support Pokemon, I recommend Grimmsnarl. There are few things that are better than, like, absolute full tank support Grimmsnarl. Support Grimmsnarl is insane. The only things that it needs to have Prankster, though. The only things it ever really struggles with is, like, Gardevoir and Hatterene, because they just set up freaking Comm Mines into infinity. But I was like, those are two, I would say, of the hardest raids really in the game to do. Yes, we are 3 likes away from that. Can we get to 20 likes? Can we get to 20? Assume reflect with... Yes, reflect light screen, spirit break, and misty terrain is what I put on mine. I go max special defense boosting nature, and max HP. Yeah, you can get the Impidimp family in Tag Tree Force. You can get it where, like, all the Grafii are. Like that place by the Poison Team Star person. You can get them in there. Also, Screech users. Umbreon's very good. Umbreon is very good. Revavroom is fantastic. The Magneton family, they get both Screech and Metal Sound, so both fantastic for that. Blissey is actually really, really good, because you can just set up, like, you can use Heal Pulse, Life Dew. Very good. Nice, this is the Outbreak. Berserker, Grimmsnarl, Oranguru, Dachsbun, Blissey, Umbreon. Oh, yep. Yeah, Berserker's a bit situational. Because, like, it is very, very good for boosting Steel types. But you really only use Steel types when you're fighting specifically, like, fairy things. But there are definitely times to book run noise. Don't be like that. I use Oranguru. Yeah, like, Instruct Oranguru is one of the few things that I would say give it an edge over the Grimmsnarl. However, Instruct can be a bit tricky. And I do prefer, like, the priority screens that the Grimmsnarl... I mean, both of them are fantastic. If you have a Grimmsnarl and an Oranguru in the same thing, it's just destructive. Because then you can go, like, support screen with the Grimmsnarl and then have the Oranguru just instructing everything. But it is one of those things where I feel it comes a bit down to preference. I prefer Grimmsnarl, but I know other people, like, they prefer that. Got yourself another left ray. You don't need to spam it, Outlook. You don't need to spam it. You also need to say what the raid is. Because if not everyone is as interested in doing the raids. Glamora Dragon. Ew, that is going to be a bit hard. In the future, when posting raids, you need to post what the Pokemon is, the Terra type it is, before we do them, so we can kind of start formulating a way of beating it. That's not going to be easy, because... That's not going to be an easy one. I mean, I can go Grimmsnarl on it. Yeah, I can go with Grimmsnarl for this. Because even though it's a poison type, I do have screens. But yeah, when it comes to raids, you need to bring level 100 same type attack bonus things that are super effective. You can't just throw like regular stuff at them. Things do need to have a little bit of bulk. Oh, it's a ghost Volcarona. Yes, exactly like that. But Greninja is also very frail. Greninja is also a very frail Pokemon, and Glimmora is a rock type. We should be okay because Grimmsnarl does have Spirit Break. Hey, Game Shark Arc, how you doing? One of the mods, please go grab Game Shark's link. How are you doing? You've been doing absolutely amazingly with those Kaizo Ironmon raids. Your channel's been popping lately. Nice work, man. How's Kaizo been treating you? How has the Ironmon Kaizo been treating you, my friend? Spirit Break. Oh, crap. That poisons. Yeah. I should have freaking let off with freaking... Should have gone with Misty Terrain first. Alright. Holden, use the healing cheer. I will set up Misty Terrain. We need to keep the Azumarill alive. There we go. There we go. Of course. Alright, thanks, appreciate it. It's been a blast having fun with the Ironmon. Thank you very much. No, that's just the bug that happens with play rough from Azumarill. The Azumarill is actually that damage, right there, the half HP, that is how much damage it actually does. The double damage, it actually is, that is a bit of a bug. But yeah, it's a bit weird. It's a bug and it's not a bug. It's strange. But we should be okay now. I have set up the light screen. I'll just heal everyone. Now at this point I can just heal. Because I've done my work. I've set up the Misty Terrain, I have set up the light screen, and Azumarill can now start punching faces in. Yeah. Azumarill shreds things like crazy. I love it. Yeah, now we just let Azumarill do this. Like, this is why support Pokemon are so critical for these things. Is the amount of damage a damage dealer... Because oftentimes we like to be the damage dealer. We like to be the one that inflicts, like, that massive HP burst damage destroyer. But often, 4 people going in and doing that kind of wrecks everyone. It's why if you have a single support Pokemon, or even just 2 support Pokemon, it can make the fight actually go by significantly faster by allowing for increased survivability. Is it bedtime yet? It's almost bedtime for Glimmora, because it's going to get crushed. Spirit Break. I must break you. Although, did anyone grab Shining Blue's link? How are you doing? How is everyone doing today? Again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so. I think I might be sitting a bit out for a couple of next raids, because I would like to be hatching more of the Greninja, more of the Froakie eggs. But if you guys would like, happy to have you guys like battle on those things. Happy to have that. I think I'm working on some flow charts. Really, what are the flow... Please explain what these flow charts are for. Please explain the flow charts in great detail. I must know. I enjoy flow charts. Yeah. I really don't like the train in this game. It's like... There are a number of things in this game that really do show Legends was just a glorified tech demo for this game. Ah, that idea. That is an interesting idea. I would love to see that. There is a plugin for OBS with this capture, separate vertical video. Video on the Switch capture. Huh? You'll need to explain that, Andreas. Because, like, I don't really have a clue what that is. Yeah, the shorts one. Noise. I will go check that after this. Thank you very much for that, Shannon. There we go. Finally, eggs hatching. Yeah, Glacidio Mountain is the place we always go to for hatching eggs. And I think... Oh, really? It captures, like, the Switch where the capture... Interesting. So, I mean, I have my replay buffer running at all times. Interesting. So longer. Skill swap Blissey, also raids that are running some abilities. Generally, if you're gonna go for a skill swap user in raids, it is best to go with skill swap weak armor Poltergeist. Because if you force a raid boss to have, you know, weak armor anytime you hit him with a physical move, it just drops their physical defense. They get more speed, but it means that if you just keep hitting them with physical moves, they keep losing more and more defense. Oh, we're gonna be live for a while, Pixel. We're gonna be live for a good while. Yeah. Yeah, one of my favorite raids to ever encounter is like a fairy type weak armor rouge, so like it's dark fighting your dragon, and I just have Grimmsnarl spam Spirit Break on it, because every time I'm hitting the armor rouge with Spirit Break, it is dropping its defense by 1 stage. Also, because it's Spirit Break, it drops their special attack by 1 stage. Considering Armor Rouge is a special attacker, this basically kneecaps it. And that's basically game right there. I mean, now it can purge away its debuffs, which kind of makes it harder to deal with. But if it doesn't purge away the debuffs, it just takes so much damage. One of the reasons I prefer something like Spirit Break over something like, I prefer Spirit Break over something like... What's the special attack? Eerie Impulse, that's the move. Is... Eerie Impulse users, there's not as many of them that are, like, as useful as Grimmsnarl is. And the barrier that pops up in front of terrestrialized Pokemon in raids, that stops any status move. So, like, you can't use something like, you know, Screech or, you know, Screech or Fake Tears or Eerie Impulse, but you can use Spirit Break and the special attack drop will still go off. So, like, damaging moves that have a guaranteed effect, I prefer. Mostly for that reason. Nice, Sinisty. We actually have a shiny Sinisty. We got both Sinisty and Poltergeist. But if we get to 2K subs by the end of the month, we're gonna... Oh, it's a Ditto. But if we get to 2K subs by the end of the month, we are going to be shiny hunting authentic Sinisty. So that's going to be fun. I think we can get it. We've been growing pretty quickly lately. So I think it's possible. Got it. Shorts. Nice. Good luck on the shorts editing. I still need to figure out a way to work in my editing software to get a better layout on my my shorts. I know Synesty is going to be a pain. I'm bringing everything I have to get things. Yeah, it's going to be a hard hunt. But, like, it's a milestone hunt. It wouldn't be an I have it be a milestone hunt because it's going to be a hard one. I use DaVinci Resolve. And, because whenever I do my shorts, it's just, I don't like the fact that the screen is so small, and I can't, like, move around things. I don't know how to actually, like, rearrange the whole, like, thing for the short speed. Editing is the word. Okay, whatever. The thing is, I don't mind editing Game Shark. It's just editing the aspect ratio is different, because I actually, like, find editing, like, quite therapeutic. As strange as that sounds, it's kind of something I enjoy doing. It's just, when it comes to things like aspect ratios, that sucks. Also, I've got a template for my shorts and masked them in 2 layers. Interesting. I'm gonna destroy. I'm either gonna get my 8 switches. Don't get me wrong. I give all the credit to the world to. Yeah, like it's something that I feel is, because I know a lot of people who they don't really enjoy streaming and they prefer to edit things and they prefer like recorded edited content. Which, I mean, I'll be real. I kind of prefer edited. I kind of prefer edited series, recorded series, but I also very much enjoy streaming. Sorry, 3 layers. Camera, I can't play on that. I use my phone for shorts. I edit them while I'm at work. There's an editing software for your phone? Interesting. What software do you use to edit on your phone? Because I think I may be able to use that to very significant effect. I use CapCut. Interesting. Please send me the details on that, because I'm curious about that. That'll be fun. Yeah, edit shorts on my phone. Yeah, I actually have an iPhone. Okay. So that's actually good to know. Yeah, because I just don't like the way my shorts look. And if I could make them better, I feel that they would definitely pop off a bit more. But yeah, that's going to be good. It's going to be quite good. It is Weeb Frog, indeed. It is Weeb Frog Thursdays. Happy with that. The phone, full video, Adobe Premiere Pro. Yeah, I don't have Adobe Premiere Pro. I just use the free software. I mean, a lot of it is like Adobe Photoshop is like, not Adobe Photoshop, Adobe like Premiere is like, it's ridiculously expensive. And I could have gotten it back when I was in college. I just didn't. But also, I'm just very familiar with Adobe, with DaVinci Resolve at this point. Thank you very much for that. I hope to get Greninja soon. I would like this hunt to end. Well, I mean, we still need to go for the Froakie and the Frogadier shiny. So, the hunt won't end. It's just we'll move on to a different member of the Greninja family. Which, I mean, it's still progress. Because, again, shiny living dex. And we need the full family. That'd be good, dude. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the raids tonight. I hope we have better luck with the tonight raid than we did the previous ones. But yeah, I also think at this point, like, I'm getting so many. I'm getting so many shiny reaction shorts that even with the dedicated 1 day a week we spend with Breath of the Wild, like the big 6-hour Breath of the Wild streams, and then even if we have like a single day that is devoted to, you know, like say battling, I'm getting more shorts than I can, like, okay, just do one. I'm getting more than, like, 7 shorts in a week. So I'm thinking at this point I'm going to start doing, like, 2 shorts a day. You know, like, one in the morning, and then one, like, at night, or, like, in the middle of the day. And, like, seeing how that works experimentally to see if, like, okay, I can like, get, you know, multiple short things going. It'll be interesting to see, though. I just hope that it goes well. Because I don't know why. Andreas and, like, you guys, have you guys noticed since they started to monetize shorts, have your view numbers been down on them? Because I've noticed a significant decline in my shorts performance. I'm wondering if it's just, like, maybe I'm just an anomaly, or if you guys have, like, noticed it too. Yeah. It's just, like, I'm getting more shorts than I can do anything. I'm getting more shorts per week than I can post. So I'm thinking I might as well just upload more of them. Because, like, it's not like they're that much to edit. I mean, it's just go and change an aspect ratio. Granted, I guess when it comes to the newer editing method, it will be a bit more intensive to edit them. But for better performance, I would gladly take that. Go on, Tommy. That's a nice one. Yeah. We love Tommy we love Tommy. Tommy is great. The Dragon Dance Tommy. I love how when you do the dragon emote in chat, and the dragon emote that is in Tommy's name, it's 2 different dragons. I kind of find that fun. They look different. It's like when you're on, like, Discord, and when I'm on PC, emotes look one way. And then when I'm on, like, Discord mobile, the same emote looks significantly different. That'll be weird. But I mean, yeah, it kind of makes sense. It's a different, like, display. I agree with you on that. I do not like the formatting that shorts are in. I prefer the way that it is, like, this way, but I get why it is they did it, because they did it to, like, kind of, like, emulate TikTok, I guess. So, them basically having the same aspect ratio for that kind of makes sense, because it's kind of trying to be that sort of thing. Yeah, YouTube, Discord, Twitter. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not alone in that. Like, I'm nothing that noticed the difference. I hate how we can't make thumbnails for shorts anymore. I thought that they had to be, like, a certain length for it. Interesting. Yeah, I just went with the auto-generated ones every time. Because I just don't feel the need to make a thumbnail for a short. Unless, like, a short of a longer form video, like it's a bunch of genuine reactions together. Thumbnails is my favorite part of YouTube, and it just bugs me. Ah, makes sense. Hey, Alexander, how you doing? Hope you're doing good. Hope everyone here is doing good. How's everyone doing, though? But yeah, so I'm thinking, depending on how things go tonight, with me getting my next, with me getting the Greninja potentially tonight in my other version, it'll be good. I'm doing very, very well, Alexander. Doing very well. Let's see. Okay, I like that the game is open world, and I like that you can see Pokemon in the overworld. I do not like how when you are hatching eggs, your Pokemon can, the other wild Pokemon, can still interact with you. I wish when you were in things like this and things like battles, there was just a barrier around you so Pokemon can't just bum rush you. It is the most infuriating thing about this game. Because there have been times where I'm like in a crowd of a whole bunch of Pokemon because they swarm at me when I'm hatching eggs. And then I get into battle. I run. Well, where I was, there was another Pokemon. So we get into another battle. And then it moved me somewhere else. And it moved me on top of another Pokemon. And I'm just like stuck in a loop for like freaking like a minute of just stun locked. I mean, I think it's not as much unpolished as it is kind of programming something like that would be a bit difficult. Because it would literally be programmed to just run a wall and just stop. It would probably look a lot worse. But as well as like restarting up everything after the battle ends, it would probably be a much more intensive thing to do game process, because this game is already pushing the engine to pretty much the extremes. So it's like straining any more, I think, would definitely incur many more performance issues. I need a bit more love and care. Yeah, see, for me, I care about the game's content. A little thing like, okay, the thing just rushing you is a little annoying, but it's like one little thing of annoyance that pops up maybe every couple of days. And like it maybe happens once. It's not like playing Gen 1 and the games just do not work. You know, like these games could be a lot more broken. Because like, even compared to like the other Pokemon games in the series, this is honestly on the lower end of glitchy games. Shiny is a Viper. It's a good shiny. Viper's a very good shiny. Because like Gen 1, even the patched version of the international version of Red and Blue are still like buggy as all get out. Nope, that is not worth it. Generation 2, pretty buggy. Gen 3, decent amount of bugs. Gen 4, really buggy. Be like a lot of these games, like even when you consider this game, there's really not as many bugs as you think about it compared to a lot of the other games. Because, like, it is kind of impossible to make a game that has no bugs. Like, it is the nature of having coding that you cannot make bugs. There will always be something that can trigger some form of just the game not working as it should. Because all a bug is, or like a glitch is something not behaving in the way it's intended. Like, it can be something as simple as like a bug in Breath of the Wild. You can knock over a tree, use stasis, hit it, and then climb on it. You know, that's not an intended thing. So that is a bug, technically. Milk chocolate is my answer. Name all the Paradox Mons. Great Tusk, Slitherwing, Screamtail, Sandy Shocks, Roaring Moon, Brute Bonnet, Fluttermane, technically Koraidon, Iron Treads, Iron Thorns, Iron Moth, Iron Jugulus, Iron Hands, Iron Bundle, Iron Valiant, and Koraidon. Miraidon, not Koraidon. We already said Koraidon. Yeah, I like the Paradox Mons. I think they're pretty neat. Like, I mean, I was a big fan of the Ultra Beasts. So, like, I guess me liking the Paradox Pokemon is, like, kind of a bit of a lens with that. Iron Moth, yes. Iron Moth. What was that about, Caleb? Xenoblade is a fantastic series. I enjoy those games. Like, I hope they do like a Xenoblade 4, but like it's a different timeline. Like, I think the best way they should have done the Xenoblade games is it's all just separate universes, and it's like, okay, well, everything has got like reset and mashed into one universe at the end. That would have been the best way to do it. What do you mean? What do you mean the duck? The meta has changed. Oh, the meta game has changed, right? Yeah. I'm probably going to be buying Chronicles 3. After seeing that DLC trailer, I am going to be getting... Yeah, I thought you said, I think meta has changed. Sorry about that. Like, wait, no, I'm still me. Yeah, I like the parallel. I don't like the... I mean, my one issue with Xenoblade is kind of my one issue with Star Wars. I don't like the idea of the protagonist of a series will go through all these things and resolve the conflict of things, and it's like, it's final, they get their celebration, they did their thing. And then, whoops, new bad guy shows up, and they're even worse than the last one. It's like, it not cheapens the end of it, but it's just like, can't you just let the protagonist rest? They've earned their happy ending. They have earned the happy ending. Let them rest. And that's one of my issues with Star Wars. One of the reasons, like, I kind of couldn't get into the sequel trilogy as much. Was I enjoy, like, protagonists kind of getting their time in the end. There's only, like, one series I can kind of think of where, like, the protagonist's, like, not having, like, I have, like, two of them. Where, like, the protagonist not having that, like, finality it worked. Like, it worked in JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Because, like, well, it works until Stone Ocean for me. And in Ben 10, Alien Force Ultimate Alien. Because that makes sense. The other ones, I don't like it. Castlevania Dells is good. I have actually never played a Castlevania game. But I look forward to playing them. Look. If you ! Discord, there is the trade channel within the Discord. There may be people in there who can help you, as well as, I mean, there's probably people here in the chat that could help you as well. Yeah, oh, right, you guys don't really know. For those who don't know, I have never played a Mario game. Until about a year ago, I had never played a Metroid game. I have only played 3 Legend of Zelda games. Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild were the only 2 I played before last year when I played Ocarina of Time for the first time blind. Yeah. I basically just have not played a whole lot of games. Like, I played Kirby for the first time, like, 2 years ago. Growing up, there were, like, 3 games I played. Call of Duty Zombies, the Black Ops Zombies series, Pokemon, and, like, Smash. That's it. I have been making an effort. I have been making an effort to correct this. Because, like, we played Metroid, we were playing the Zelda game series as a series of playing them blind. We played Shovel Knight. We are probably going to be playing Castlevania. Like, I'm actively attempting to, like, play more things. So, like, to amend that. So it was like, again, I really didn't play a whole lot of games growing up. It was just all Pokemon. It's one of the reasons why, like, I'm actively trying to, like, overcorrect now and, like, to play even more games. Who's your main enthusiast? It used to be Lucario until I hated that Pokemon because of basically a former friend gaslighting me, and Lucario was their favorite Pokemon, so like a numbered bad association. But then it became Pit and Samus. Big Chad shoulder pad Samus in the Varia suit. No, none of that zero suit Samus nonsense. Samus in the power suit is the true Samus. I love how the Varia suit is so iconic that they don't have Samus in the Gravity suit in the Metroid games, and not the Metroid, in the Smash games as her standard default look. They have her in the Varia suit. It is just that iconic. I love it. But it also makes playing, like, Metroid games, and you start out as, like, flat shoulder pad Samus. So jarring. Like, she has yet to acquire the shoulder pads of Doom. Which is an actual TV tropes page. I love it. Like, I mean, you guys are going to find out I love TV Trope as a website. It's just, if I'm not editing videos, I'm not scripting videos, I'm not, like, streaming, or, like, with my family, I'm probably reading TV Tropes while listening to heavy metal poisoning amounts of Sabaton. Because it's just fun. Metroid Dread, Sims. I have yet to play Metroid Dread. Alright, that is going to be our next series we're starting. I use DaVinci Resolve as my editing software. It's basic, it's vanilla, but it's free. And for me, that's the most important part. Hey, King Braidstar, how you doing? How you been, buddy? Hope you're doing well. But also, if you would like to see a slightly drunken me playing Metroid and beating final bosses, I highly encourage you to check out our Metroid Samus Returns series. My proudest series I have ever done is that Metroid Samus Returns series. Highly recommend to watch. I appreciate the thought, Anna Scott, but I would prefer to shiny hunt it myself. But thank you for the offer. I have no idea who either of those are, Caleb. Alright, you got a red giraffe in front of me. Let's see if it's a shiny. Doo-doo. Man said zombies, Pokemon. Yeah, like, when it came to movies, I watched, like, Godzilla, Terminator, Predator, Aliens. Like, it was, like, literally, like, two things, like, two little drinks. Because it was a really stressful day, and I needed something to kind of, like, just eat. I don't drink. Like, that is one of the only, like, 5 times in my life I've ever drank. One of which was, like, when I turned 21. The second was that. The third was Thanksgiving, to celebrate something with my family. The next one was the next Thanksgiving, where I celebrated something else. And then the 5th time was my last birthday. And it's literally like tiny little thing. Yeah, Sam is like, I don't, and you know, when I have like, a drink, it is a small little thing. It's not like I grab like a can of beer and just chug the thing down. No, it's like I have a grasshopper. Or like a shot of peppermint schnapps. It is like barely anything. But I have a relatively low alcohol tolerance. Which, it's kind of funny that I'm the only one of like me and my brother who can like semi-stomach alcohol. Because my brother, I'm an extremely picky eater. And my brother is like, he'll eat anything, but he can't stomach alcohol. Also, why in the freaking heck, when I open the boxes, the background on my screen is like green. And then I see it on the PC. It is freaking like purple. Why is there a huge color difference? Hey, nice one, dude. Getting a shiny Regirock. A shiny chocolate Reggie. Reggie Chocolate, the most powerful of all the Reggies. It will destroy you with the power of sugar. Yeah, I mean, it's the color difference display is jarring. Because, like, it's one of the reasons why I actually look at my TV screen when I am generally streaming shiny hunts, is that the color difference between the TV, which I am used to looking at more often, and the PC screen is extremely drastic. There have been times I have been looking at the PC screen and thought I saw shiny because the colors are, like, slightly different. The weird thing is, it only happens with the Switch. Like, well, I mean, not really with, like, anything that involves this capture card, it only happens with this. If I'm using my, like, DS capture card, it does not happen. I don't know why. It's beyond weird. Of getting a +1 attack and speed when I throw my boss to bed and intimidate Pokemon. Yeah. Wait, Guard Dog ups your speed as well? I thought it just gave you a +1 to attack. Fun. I really like what they do with Mabostiff. That it gets Intimidate, but it also gets an anti-Intimidate ability. Because, like, again, you guys know I love me my competitive. I love my doubles, I love my VGC. But Intimidate's kind of one of those abilities where it's a little broken. And them having recently, like, knocked Intimidate down a couple of pegs, I'm kind of glad for. But we all know when we get Incineroar back, they're gonna be having, like, Intimidate, Storm 2, Electric Boogaloo. Oh, Adrenaline Orb. Fine. That's pretty interesting. I like that. That's an interesting lineup. Yeah, Hone Claw is the move that I really like, but you just don't really see stuff get. Jump Monado in Xenoblade 1 as an extra R would be cool. Yeah, I mean, there's already a good number of Monado arts. There are, I believe, 2 Monado arts I don't think you've gotten yet, because they're, like, side quest exclusive ones. You have to, like, go out of your way to find them. The others you just get, like, through normal gameplay. Because, yeah, you've gotten Monado Cyclone. No, there's 2. There's 2. Have you gotten, you got, like, shield yet, right? Yeah, you got Monado armor, yeah. Yeah, there's one more. There's one more you haven't gotten yet. I keep mixing up shield and armor because, like, they do basically the same thing. But, like, literally one is less useful than the other. The other optional one is really, really good. Like, the other optional one is one you will actually use. Because it's just that damn good. Nope. It's much better than Monado Jump. Like, have you gotten Ricky's Say Sorry yet? Because basically, it's not the same thing, but it operates a little similarly. Yeah, imagine, like, something that kind of is like Say Sorry, but it's pretty different than it, but it kind of operates in a similar way. It's really, really cool. Iron Bundle is like, Iron Barker is bonkers. I don't remember what these words. Basically, it removes any debuffs the enemy has. So, like, Chill, Blaze, Agility down, Attack down, Defense down, Ether defense down, Ether down. It removes all of those from the enemy. But for every status it removes, it deals, like, multiplied damage. So, like, if you remove, like, 5 debuffs, it deals 5 times damage. You remove 6 debuffs, it removes 6 times damage. You can just stack up insane amounts of boots on it. I will give it a check, Andreas. Probably won't be able to, like, activate the thing now, but I will definitely give it a look. Because I use Streamlabs when it comes to my streaming stuff. Interesting. Okay. I will need to go look at that. I will definitely add that, because that is going to be very helpful when it comes to, like, shorts and everything. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, normal OBS. Well, I just thought of something. All I would have to do is go into my OBS thing and open the window to, like, oh, I'm just opening a window to my own files, and then just record screen when that's happening. So that's all I gotta do. Yeah, export. Yeah, good, that's gonna work. Yeah, I'll think of something. I can figure out some shenanigans. I can do some shenaniganery. But yeah, I'll have to figure that out off stream. Many thanks, my friend. So I also probably gonna do the thing like I edit on my phone, if that works. Really? Okay, interesting. I will correct that. Yeah, sometimes the YouTube displays things a bit incorrect and the sub count doesn't like to update things. I will have to go check that in a bit. Auto jump smash will be unlocked. Use a block attack first game. Nah. They give us something else though. So of the replica Monados, which ones have you gone for yet? Or have you not made any of the replica Monados yet? I would recommend going for some of those. I remember there's like one of them. I remember there is one of the replica Monados that is like absolutely not worth it at all. Like one or two of them are just not worth it. I remember in the original Xenoblade ones, it was not worth it to go for. Like a third one was not worth it because of the way the auto attack damage was. Oh, remember, you don't need to beat the bosses. Remember, Ricky's art. Yoink. You can thief items from bosses that are up to 10 levels higher than you. So you can just get Ricky, like, whatever level... Yeah. Ricky's Yoink can steal items from bosses that include the materials for that. That's how you can get the replica Monados early. Well, earlier. We got 10 levels. If you are within, like, 10 levels of them, you can yoink items from them. Now, it's random what items Ricky will yoink, but you can get some pretty good things. Yeah, that's because I remember that's how Chugga got his. He got... I forget what replica Monado was the best one. But... because I remember there is one that is like minimum attack damage, maximum attack damage, block rate... I forget what the other one is. But yeah, I remember the one that is like minimum attack was the best one of them. Because all you had, because it just upped your minimum attack damage. So you could just then give like attack plus gems, and then it would increase the maximum. Because there was a way to basically trick it out that your minimum attack damage and your maximum auto attack damage would like be the exact same. Then you just give attack plus gems, and then, well, now you can do even more damage. But it's because, like, granted, they fixed the auto attack damage bug that existed, because back in Chronicles, like, original Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii, auto attack damage worked by only your minimum auto attack mattered, because it would just add on between 0 and 99. There's only 2-digit places for it. So which made the maximum auto attack damage that like the one replica Monado did completely worthless. Who do you think would win enabled? An 18-year-old with fake Monado or a guy with true Monado? Shulk would. Because if there's one thing that JoJo's Bizarre Adventures Golden Wind has taught me, it is with pure brute force determination and conviction, you can literally beat time itself. Yeah, because like I mean, literally the boss of Golden Wind has time powers, so like it's literally the same thing. Zawaldo. I am so excited. Apparently, it might be that Ganon is voiced by Matthew Mercer, which, like, if they don't have freaking Calamity Ganon able to somehow access the Stasis Rune in that game, I'm gonna be super sad. Because we got literally the voice of Jotaro Kujo, who has access to the world, who can literally freeze time. In a game where there already is a power to freeze time. So, like, they better do that. I hope they do that. How you doing, Ash? How you doing, Ash? Speaking actually of Matthew Mercer, I've been rewatching JoJo, and I just finished right before starting stream the finale of Battle Tendency. So now, I'm on to Stardust Crusaders. Again. Dixon Sway was cool. I really liked the twist with Dixon. The thing is, you can see the hints of it. You can see, like, yeah, all the parts that foreshadowed it. Without a sniper shot. It's like, like, that plot twist with Dixon is absolutely fantastic. Really? You don't like the dubbed version? I don't know. I mean, I can't really watch subbed anime, really. I mean, there's only one anime I watch subbed. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. That is the only one. I prefer dubbed because I don't like reading my way through series. Do you and Jotaro sound awful? I don't know. I mean, granted, it might be because I've heard Dio's VA voice characters in other things. So it was like, okay, I've seen this guy voice other bad guys before. I can deal with this. That's amazing. I mean, fair enough. When you learn Shulk was good. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I love the twist they did with Shulk. Like, nope, Zanza was just controlling them the whole time. Like, oh, it's terrifying. Also, just absolutely great. Yeah, fair enough, Joe. Fair enough, Ash. Different strokes for everyone. Kind of like Hunter x Hunter for me. I watched the sub version of dubbed. The voice dubbed sounds just bad. Yeah, I think for a lot of people, it comes down to either like what they hear first or like if they've heard it in other things. Because like I like the dubbed version is. Thing is, it wasn't actually Arglist that attacked Makanis. You gotta remember, Arglist wasn't the one at the driving wheel in that situation. Arglist was literally a flesh puppet. Also, you spelled the name wrong. Yeah, it's like I liked what they did with that. It was a flesh puppet. He literally lived up. I feel like the kind of expectation the voices sound like is on the dub. Fair enough. Did you also watch the dubbed or subbed Battle Phantom Blood first? Because that could also be what it is. Like it might have been like that, potentially. Sansa versus Zamasu. Who would win? FYI, Zamasu is a villain. I know absolutely nothing about Dragon Ball. Like, the only thing I know about Dragon Ball is Frieza is a Mewtwo-looking SOB. And also, Goku is based on the same thing that Infernape is based on. All I know. It's like, at some point, I would like to watch Dragon Ball, but it's like, there's a lot of series I really want to watch, and it's also just kind of a gigantic series. So, I don't know how long it would take. Because, like, I enjoyed watching Naruto. Like, I enjoyed that. But one of the reasons was like, okay, I know Naruto is shorter. And there's like a ditto looking thing, like the British Chronicles. I love how all the characters in Xenoblade are just voiced by British people. I still say the best thing about that game is Clara Oswald from Doctor Who voices Melia. Like, the Doctor's companion is like Sorceress. Love it. Love that game. I think I'm gonna have some American VAs. Look, I don't mind that they have, like, non-British VAs for the other Xenoblade games. It's just, like, that made the identity of Chronicles 1 so defined. It was, like, everyone is British. It made it feel, like, it makes it feel more like fantasy-esque, where, like, they don't sound American. Because, as an American, you can detect the different British accents more than we can detect, like, American accents. You need, like, a southern accent, you know, a northern accent, like a Boston accent. Otherwise you just wouldn't really, like, be able to pick up on them as heavily. Beyond just England. Beyond just England on a different timeline. Not far off! Not exactly far off! Yeah, I enjoyed the different voice actors. What does that make Macanis? The rest of the world. Macanis is literally everything else. Wait. Scarlet. Oh, that's a bit dark. I like that. I'm taking that one, Alex. I'm taking that one. Like, my favorite thing, though, about Xenoblade is if you look at Macanis in the opening of the game, it isn't rusted over. Like, when you look at it later, there is rust. So, like, I like that little detail. Plus, like, yeah, you see the, like, the arm get cut off. Yeah, fallen arm, actual place you can go to. I love it. Like, there's only one thing, though, about Xenoblade I don't really understand. How is it that on the fallen arm, they were able to construct all the stuff on the fallen arm they did, and they were able to construct a new arm for Macanis? Like, where did the materials come from? Like, most of the fallen arm is still on the fallen arm. Does it just spring up out of the ground? Or they hollow out the interior? But, like, how? How did they arm? How did arm? They never explain that. I want to know where the arm came from. Yeah. To St. Patrick. Like, again, those games go hard. Those games go super freaking hard, and I love it. Are we gonna freaking break 1,000 before we actually get this egg? Game is being annoying. Yeah, Greninja raids is starting in less than an hour. So that's good fun. I look forward to not getting a shiny Greninja before the Greninja raids return. It's not me. It's the power of the Monado. I feel if you take, like, one thing I would love to do is make a drinking game out of Xenoblade. Like, okay, every time, like, Shulk yells Fiora, take a shot. Anytime someone said, like, the Monado is power, like, take a shot. It's just... And anytime Metal Face says something snarky, take a shot. Like, there's a drinking game that exists in Xenoblade. I want to figure out what it is. But yeah, like, it's a great... Yeah, I think the video of him not every time he speeds up. That reminds me of, like, the Shrek thing. Where it's like every time Shrek blinks, the thing gets a little faster. I love those. You know, I just realized something. All those signs, they're the exact same. The sign is unhelpful because it doesn't say anything different on either picture. But yet it says to Medali, and yet it says to Puerto Marinda, despite the fact that they look identical. Sign makers are slacking off in Paldea. Let's go. Egg. Froakie, I will scramble you if you decide to not be shiny. Naruto run. No, that's what Sly Guy is. That is Sly Guy. How you doing, Mike? I don't think I'd ever do that, Alex. That's nah. Like the B movie memes, I'm kind of hope they need to die. Like the B movie memes, they need to end at some point. But yeah, I don't know if you heard, Alex, but apparently it seems as though Matthew Mercer is playing Calamity Ganon when it comes to the Breath of the Wild sequel, which I'm really hoping if they do that, they have him at least use stasis, because we gotta have Star Platinum's the world. Not a clue. Shulk seems like a heavy metal guy. Hey, Pixel, how you doing? Hey, Matthew Mercer sounds like vegetables. Apparently it is. Apparently. That's what I've been seeing online. I'm not sure if it was him in, like, the trailer, but apparently, like, apparently Matthew Mercer is playing someone in Tears of the Kingdom. Like, I'm really hoping it's him just for the joke of he could just activate the world. Like, that is the greatest joke. It's just, nope, the world. I mean, literally, how do you beat someone who can stop time? Like, I don't care how powerful you are. When you're fighting someone who can stop time and you cannot stop time yourself, how do you win? The answer, you don't. You just lose. Maybe Jotaro, man. So maybe Jotaro, man, Mista, you know, just show the voice of Mista and rap about. Wait, really? That's the same voice? Wait, that's the same voice. I didn't realize it was the same person. I guess I'll have to pay attention to it when I get to rewatching Golden Wind. Because I just finished Battle Tendency earlier today for the second time. So I'm going to be starting to rewatch Stardust Crusaders. I still think Stardust Crusaders is the best part of the series. But, like, a lot of that is just because Johto doesn't give a crap about anything. Like, I liked, like, rewatching Battle Tendency and Phantom Blood. They're not as good as I thought they were, but they're still really damn good. Part 5 is great. Like, if I had to rank them, I would say, like, it is a massive tie between, like, part 3, 4, and 5. I think it's like a super massive tie between all of them. Then it is Stone Ocean. Then Phantom Blood. Then Battle Tendency, then Phantom Blood. Like, Phantom Blood is great. Dio is awesome. But what makes Dio great is, like, a lot of, like, Stardust Crusaders things. He is a Berserker, but his defense is so good, there's no detriment. Yeah, like, Ryan is great. Ryan is just so OP. Like, again, Sword Drive, literally the most powerful art in the game. Ryan can just crack open most bosses. Like, the only thing Ryan struggles with is Telethia. That is the only thing Ryan struggles with. Not in a chain attack. Not when you are using a chain attack. Because all cooldowns immediately put to 0. So, you can Sword Drive, then immediately chain attack for another Sword Drive. Like, there are ways of tricking it out to where Ryan just does insane amounts of damage. It's, like, the best part about it. But yeah, you got into the part of the game where you're starting to use Purge more often. Because I distinctly remember you saying, you use Purge once and never again. Then you need a brain new change. Well, yes. Well, exactly. That's the point. Because remember, Purge gets rid of spikes. Like, I like how they have Mono Purge exist. And you think, okay, just like for this fight and then like the other Telethia fights, and then it's like, nope, Purge. It removes Soul Reed. It literally removes the most overpowered, broken bullshit status that entire game. It is so stupid and broken how overpowered Soul Reed is. And it just jokes Soul Reed. But that is literally the only thing that makes Rhine not good, is the fact that Soul Reed exists. Like, Rhine is amazing. Like, I would say for the first, like, 77% of Xenoblade Chronicles, Rhine is going to be pretty much like your go-to character if you just want him to hit something. But what if you don't fight? Yeah, good joke. Good joke on that, not fighting Telethia. Good joke. Yeah, you're not going to. You poor naive sweet summer child. You poor naive sweet summer child. You. Yeah. Hey, Drogain, how you doing? Go on the mod, please go grab Drogain's link. How you been? Yeah, we're probably gonna make a scrambled Weeb Frog egg sandwich soon. Cause Weeb Frog doesn't like to shine for us. Weeb Frog is being a dork. But how you been, Drogain? Hope you're doing well. Purge! Them's fighting words. Purge is like my second favorite Monado art. Second, only to Buster. Because after all, I love going for the throat. I gotta go for that damage. Also, I'm not sure if you've noticed yet, but Shulk is like one of, I think, the only 2 characters in that game that has a break topple daze combo. None of the other characters, other than like one other one, have a break topple daze set. Working on a video. Ooh. I am very curious to see what this video is, Drogain. No Tilapia, no enemies with spikes. Yet. Yet. You have yet to encounter the nightmare. Eight, 5. I think we're probably going to go to 1,000 before we get this Brokey. I will never fight them. Oh. Oh, boy. Oh, you naive young child. You don't know the horrors you're in for. So, where are you in-game right now, like, location-wise? What was the most recent boss, I guess I should say, is what you fought? Because I remember you said, like, you were in the Bionis Interior. That's kind of a vast, nebulously defined place. Okay, so you will pay for your insolence. So you are at the most hated fight of that entire game. You are at the most violently despised part of that game. Yeah. Well, it isn't that it changes when you're riding. It changes if you are stationary or cooking. It changes if you are battling, and it changes if you are just traveling. So, it's walking in general or riding the dragon monster. Every area has 3 separate, like, songs for that thing. They're all, like, slight differences. X6. What was that best? Azumarill. I would say Azumarill will be best suited for that, because it is Azumarill. I'm also under-leveled, aka 10 levels above. AKA 10 levels above your enemy or less. Levels above your enemy or less. Wait, so you're over-leveled then? Nice! Get your second shiny Weeb Frog. Meanwhile, we're still at 0 Weeb Frogs. But again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. After this batch of eggs hatches, I'm gonna go get some more water, because I kind of need that. And I'm hoping we just get this freaking shiny soon. I just want bad English. Basically, if you are level 90, everything over level 90 will out-level you. No, I mean, you can generally take stuff on, like, a level. Then again, that also depends on how optimized your equipment is. Because I remember I fought things like 1 or 2 levels under it. So you're level 99 right now? No, you're like level, like... No, you'd have to be, like, level 74, I'm guessing? I'm guessing you're level 74 right now. How close am I on that guess? Yeah, you are going to struggle when it comes to the super bosses. You're going to struggle against the super bosses. You cap out at a certain level. One of the super bosses is level 125. That's good number of levels over you. It is impossible to hit if you don't have night vision gems. And I'm also pretty sure you need one of Ricky's skills to even have a chance of hitting it. Not to rain on your parade. They're outright immune to that. They are outright immune to toppling days. They for some of them they've thought ahead of that. They have thought ahead. Or they have topple spikes, which will absolutely shrek you. They were dicks when designing the super bosses, and I really love it. It's kind of crazy just how insane they are. That is not, spike defense is not going to save you. Spike defense is not going to save you. Gotta get some water. Alright, well, as it turns out, apparently, dinner is almost finished cooking. So, I will be back very, very shortly from dinner. But, good thing is, Greninja Raid is going to be starting soon. That's going to be fun. took longer than expected. And they're gone. Run away from the thing. How's everyone doing? Sorry about that. It took slightly longer than expected to eat the soup. It was significantly hotter than I anticipated. But we are back. And Greninja is going to be starting in about 12 minutes. So that's going to be fun. Except not really, because Greninja and the AI F and G's. But how's everyone doing? Greninja raid. Disable. There we go. Yep, I'm back. Yeah, it just isn't working. It says level 3 verb. Well, what sandwich are you doing? What are the effects your sandwiches are using, and what effects are you going for? Because I think Oricorio might be like a daytime dependent spawn or something. Yeah, like sometimes sandwiches don't want to work right. Sometimes sandwiches can be a little wonky. Froakie, go Froakie. Froakie, I just want you to sparkle already. But yeah, depending on how things go, I might actually just end off a bit early. Not sure how long we're actually going to be going. But I would like to possibly try and get some Greninja stuff today. There we go. But yeah, I mean, like, after dinner, the stream's generally kind of dead. So, I'm hoping it didn't, like, die. Yeah, sometimes sandwiches can be finicky. Sandwiches can sometimes be a little finicky. Noise. Yeah, I'm hoping... I'm really wondering what the next level, level 7 is going to be. Because I'm very worried about what the level 7s are really going to start turning into. But at the same time, I also definitely foresee the possibility of, like, Greninja is a one-time freak anomaly of evasion bullshit hacks. Because, like, it has no setup moves. They need to do something to dissuade us from basically doing setup, like, one-shot shenanigans with things like Slowbro. Like, I have a feeling after what people pulled with Slowbro, they're probably going to be giving, like, every single one of the raid bosses a much more aggressive stat purge. Or, like, ways of just destroying stored power users. Specifically because of how people joked Cinderace. And I after what we did with Cinderace, I don't expect future Terror raids to allow stored power shenanigans. You know, because these raids are made to be, you are supposed to cooperate and work with other people. You can theoretically do them so, like, you can do things like stored power on, like, stored power Klefki, you know, stored power Vaporeon. Those can work, but they're not that reliable. You know, there's a lot of stuff that goes into them, and if you get, like, a stray crit, or, you know, the stat purge happens, it's all screwed. Which is why I'm thinking going forward, what they're going to do is, they're going to just make it much more aggressive stat purging, so, like, the one-shot stored power tactics simply will not work. A lot of people are saying Decidueye. I hope it's Decidueye. I really like it. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they actually do. But all that I know is I think they're gonna go do more evasion BS if we still continue to win. Like, I think, like, the Greninja was almost like a test to see the evasion bullshit tactics. Because the thing with the evasion is, it's one of the few reliable methods of working to stonewall long-term setup, because it only has one evasion boost. One evasion boost is kind of irrelevant for damage hits. Like, yes, when you miss that Psycho Cut, when you're attacking the first time and it only has one double team under its belt, it's annoying, and that will, like, stand out in your memory. But statistically, the odds of that happening are so low on a consistent basis. If you fight that thing, like, 7, 8 times, you're gonna get, like, once or twice that it happens. But you can do, like, 50 Greninja raids, you will always remember it happening more frequently than it actually did. Because that's just how our memories work. And it seems more annoying than it actually is. Like, for every, like, you can... Like, it's the same way with things like, say, Stone Edge in Pokemon. Like, it's like hitting Stone Edge normally. You go through the entire game, you don't remember the, like, 20 times Stone Edge hit. But you always remember the one time it missed. Which is just the way that our memories work. We remember, because it stands out more. It was a lot more frustrating. And it impacted us more. We don't really remember the freak accident of, yeah, it hit every time. Which is why I think that they did that long-term Greninja evasion bullshit play, specifically to counteract it. It counteracts things like Slowbro setup. It counteracts things like Sword Power. It almost makes me think they put the first 2 7-star Terra Raid bosses, things specifically weak to the most powerful setup options, just to see how many people will cheese it with that. Because you have the Zoomerl with Play Rough in Belly Drum, and then you have, of course, Sword Power, Slowbro for the Cinderace. I'm almost wondering if they did that to, like, cheese out, okay, how many people are going to do this? How frequently are, like, the tactics for this kind of bullshit setup going to be? Then they use that to start planning, how do we counter this? How do we go about shutting down all of these shenanigans? And it's why I'm expecting our next raid bosses are going to much more aggressively purge. And also, now that I think about it, Decidueye would actually be, like, a perfect answer to shutting down most forms of setup. Because, like, at that point, you're dealing with Iron Hands then. Because, like, a Grass is super effective on both Azumarill and Slowbro. So, you need... I don't really think there's any other, like, physically defensive psychic types. Because, like, I mean, there's Bronzong. But Bronzong is weak to Ghost. And I'm expecting they would do Ghost for the Decidueye. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I just have my worries about how obnoxious the future sets are going to be. Really purely down to they went the route of evasion tactics. I think it honestly was only because it's the only setup option that Greninja gets. Because, like, it doesn't get Work Up, it doesn't get Calm Mind, it doesn't get Bulk Up. It doesn't get Nasty Plot, it doesn't get Swords. It literally only gets Double Team. So, which kind of works. Like, I mean, like, Decidueye, they're probably gonna give it, like, Swords Dance. So Decidueye, that could be fun. That could be interesting to deal with. So Decidueye. Watch them do, like, watch them not even do Decidueye next. Watch them do, like, Delphox with, like, frickin' Nasty Plot or some crap like that. I mean, well, Delphox gets Calm Mind. Yeah, I definitely think they're going to be going all out in terms of just massive FU when it comes to setting up these Terra Raid bosses. It's going to be fun, but it's also going to be a little bit janky trying to trick everything out like that. Yeah, it'll be fun. I do worry, though, that this does set a bit of a dangerous precedent. Let's head back to Porto Morindo. Those who are wondering why I'm, like, compulsively always heading back to Porto Morindo, it is because every 72 minutes in-game, you will get new, like, auctions in the Porto Morindo auction house. And I very much like the exclusive items you can get there. You can only get the Apricorn Balls and, like, the Beast Ball and Dream Ball via Porto Morindo. Oh, I mean, for a second I thought those were two shiny Palmy. Wait! Shiny Murkrow! Shiny Murkrow freaking game almost trolling me, but then not exactly, not really! See, there it is! The game almost trolled me, but then it actually gave me a shiny, and it is purple. I love it. I also just realized I might have accidentally turned off my, freaking replay saver. So I'm gonna write this down. Time 2:45. 2:5. Shiny Murkrow. There we go. Let's freaking go. We didn't get a shiny Murkrow, but we didn't get a shiny Greninja. We got a shiny Murkrow. Delightful. Delightful. I'm doing actually quite well today, Kayla. Doing quite well. If you guys haven't done so, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Delightful. Get them all. Haze. Haze like Haze B. I love Shiny Murkrow's design. It's VGC Bird. It is the VGC Bird. Get the ball. Not getting the ball. You are not getting in the ball, Murkrow. I require you to get into the ball. What do you say about that? Get up. Oh my gosh, this is obnoxious. I mean, just keep using Haze. Just keep doing it. Just Haze a little more. But yeah, I'm thinking. I'm glad I had to come back to Porto Morindo. It wasn't going for Lucario. I'd be popping off, getting one, and then gotta go back. Yos. Just freaking get in the ball, Murkrow. I just want the swing in the ball to be a sparkly little Murkrow. I mean, I love how we got both the Murkrow's shinies without hunting them dedicatedly. If those who don't know, we got our first Murkrow shiny just like literally going for a raid, and it just was shiny. We just stumbled across it. Okay, what in the freak is Murkrow's shiny not shiny it's catch rate? Murkrow. Like, what is your catch rate? 30. Wow. These are harder to get. There it is. They're harder to catch than a freaking pseudo legendary. But that's a catch right there, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen. That was not the dark type shiny we were looking for. But it was indeed a dark type shiny nonetheless. Let's check the summary. Jolly Nature. Boxes. Let's go to the boxes. Let's freaking go. We have acquired the full line of the VGC bird. So shiny progress has been made today, my friends. Delightful. This is what I actually very much enjoy. I very much enjoy just this game's version of Masuda hunting. Because you can actually go around and just wild hunt things, like that Murkrow we just got. So, let's go check out what our Greninja rate is. Let's go check what our Greninja rate is. It should be here somewhere. There's a level 6. Greninja rate. How many Urban Mystica you got? I mean, also, you can just, like, save and reset before your Urban Mystica stuff. Because that's what I do. Whenever I'm just shiny hunting things, I will just save before doing an Urban Mystica thing. Then I will just, like, if I don't get a shiny, just turn the game off, turn it back on. Alright. There we go. Raids updated. Level 5, level 6. There's the Weeb Frog. There is Greninja. Yeah, I know. I mean for, like, your future ones. I mean for your future shiny hunts of, like, the other stuff. Because, like, you never know if you get, like, multiple... Because you might get, like, multiple of them on, like, a single sandwich. Rocky hatch from the egg. I know I normally don't like jumping because it takes away from distance, but I don't want to deal with freaking Tauros go bullcrap. So, there's that. But yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna give Greninja a try. We'll give the Greninja raids a try. If we don't get enough people for it, I don't think we're gonna do it too many more of them. But this was a productive day, being productive as I don't want to say usual because the game at times is a dork, but game is deciding to at least be vaguely useful to us, to be vaguely kind. Vaguely kind is not the best kind of being kind. Vaguely useful, though, is the best kind of useful. Let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna go on a raid, depending on how our first, like, terror raid with the Greninja goes. Yeah, there you go. I hatched all those. Who are we gonna go raid, though, is a real question. We just raided Zed yesterday. King's Rock, Pokeballs, and Moo Moo Milk. Nope. None of those are useful for us. We don't want either of them. I also gotta take up this. So we'll end off. We'll go do one raid of Greninja. We'll do a Greninja raid try, and I think, depending how that goes, we'll end off possibly. But don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, guys, if you haven't done so already. It's been a wonderful day hunting, guys. We got a Shining Murkrow. We got a good number of eggs deleted today. We cleared out... Yeah, we cleared 135 eggs, if not more. Hello, Air. Welcome in. Welcome in, Air. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? It's gonna be... Yeah, honestly, I think with the reveal of the Tears of the Kingdom trailer, I think we're gonna be doing more of our, like, big block Breath of the Wild streams. What do you guys think would be better? Breath of the Wild on, like, Thursday? Or... like, Breath of the Wild on Thursday and another day of the week? Or we just stick to the big block Wednesday ones? I wanted your thoughts on that. Yeah, how's everyone doing today? Hope you're all doing very, very well. I know we are. My door is bullcrap because it's... Yep. I'll be honest, I just kind of don't really like Tauros. It's kind of annoying. Like, it's a worse version of Sharpedo. And at least Sharpedo is only contained to the water in Sword and Shield. I'm still surprised they made something that was more annoying than Sharpedo, though. Because Sharpedo was annoying to begin with. But having freaking Sharpedo and now Veluzafish. Kind of annoying. Yeah, it's more obnoxious than freaking Sharpedo ever was. Because, like, with Sharpedo, you could dodge out of the way. You didn't even need the Rotom boost in order to avoid it, but the Rotom boost helped you avoid it. But when it came to, like, a Veluza, there was no way of getting around it. You need to just, like, jump like crazy. And the thing with Tauros, they would just swarm you. So it's like, I'm impressed they made something. Yeah, I'm grateful they can't go on land as well. Like, I think that they took how annoying Sharpedo was as a challenge and wanted to make something even more obnoxious than Torpedo Shark. So they created the Veluzafish. And then they created Tauros. Release. Hey, nice Shining Blue. Are you ready to do a Greninja raid? Because we're going to do a Greninja raid, depending on how well it goes. We may continue on. But let's rock and roll, everyone. For those who are unfamiliar, exclamation point Gren, that will bring up the Greninja raid strategy that I put together, as well as put together with Ace Trainer Al. It is a strategy that allows us to one-shot these Greninja raids. Yeah. One turn of setup, followed by the second turn of absolutely knocking it out. Yeah, I don't blame you. I do not blame you at all. Because I normally don't mind the level 5 raids. I actually kind of, the level 7 raids. I normally enjoy them. But it's just like Greninja's is some special kind of suffering. Yes. Yeah, Greninja's 7-star Terra raids. They just started up again. Yeah, it's going to be going until this time on Sunday. This Sunday. Yes, your name is Blue. Your name is now Blue. Yeah, we're actually heading over to our Greninja raid. We're heading over to do our Greninja raid right now. But yeah. Again, thank you guys all for tuning in. Juke. Yeah, I hope that the Greninja... I am hoping... I really hope that for the future level 7 raids, they don't go the Greninja route of just, okay, we'll give it double team. Math is great, Cloudsire, get carried to the Greninja, right? Well, we use physical attacks on Greninja because the strategy we came up with allows us to one-shot it. The issue with having, like, other Pokemon that are damaging it with moves such as Acid Spray is it can cause Greninja to activate the shield earlier than we want it to. Use Masuda method. All I can say is that all non-shinies are up for adoption. Nice! That's very nice of you, Error. That's very nice to do. Yeah, I tend to delete my spares unless, like, specially, like, requested, like, to keep one. Mostly because I like keeping my storage relatively neatened up. But once we get Pokemon Home compatibility, that's gonna be a lot easier to do, though. Because then I can just, like, release 30 Pokemon at a time. Thank you for that luck. But again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Yes, we're relatively close. Juke. Juke. Counter Juke. I am not looking forward to having a shiny hunt Nimble. I love Nimble shiny. But I'm not looking forward to shiny hunting because it's so small. Yeah, Gale of Darkness is a wonderful series. Like, there is only one thing about Gale of Darkness that makes it very hard for me to go back and replay it. It's the pre-physical special split nature of the game. Like, I'm very competitive minded, and like the physical special split is one of my favorite things they've ever added. It's so hard to go back to playing games before that was a thing. Well, that could also be like the Oricorio doesn't really change all that much when it's shiny, I believe. Some of them do change pretty extensively though. So it may just be like the lighting, because there is dynamic lighting in the game. You know, it can make Pokemon that are not shiny appear shiny, and make shinies appear not shiny. Yeah, the red one, yeah. I like the red one. The red one is probably my favorite of the shinies. And really even like of the base forms. I like the ghost one too, though. The ghost one is pretty cool. Yeah, the red one and the ghost one are my two favorites. I'm not a fan of the electric one, and I'm not a fan of the psychic one. Hey, Dino, how you doing? You are a member of the cursed family. My worst shiny hunt belongs to the Carcadet family. I will never forgive the Carcadet family for how long that shiny hunt was. I will never forgive that. It's actually kind of funny that you bring up Alola Ninetales, because in my current draft league I am a part of, not the EBL, I am actually using an Alola Ninetales for that league. What was your longest hunt? Well, I mean, my longest hunt, when I refer to as a hunt as my longest, I refer to it as in pure number of odds. So, like, how many times the odds it was. Like, my longest hunt was actually only about 7 hours in total, but it was more than, like, 10 times odds when it came to the odds itself. It was Karkaday. But my longest in terms of just pure time is Ho-Oh, which at this point is solidly a year and a quarter. So 10 minutes per encounter. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things where it really comes down to, like, what your perspective is on the shiny hunt. Like, I go with the numbers. Like, you guys know, like, I'm a big numbers guy. So I will go with, like, my longest hunt is longest by encounter odds, not longest by timing. But I know other people, like, they will go different. Like, they will go, no, like, mine is just number. Mine is, like, pure duration of the hunt. Void. Alright. So yeah, so this is going to be our last batch of Froakie eggs for the day. We'll give the Greninja raid a try. And then we are going to probably end off on a raid. Yeah. Like, there are some days you play a game and you just get shinies like crazy. And then there's times you just don't get shinies. You know. I'm not salty. I'm not salty at all. Okay, I'm salty. And right down there is our Greninja raid. Greninja, go. I have a plan for this. I hope we can get our shiny before we do the raid, though. But I doubt it. Let's just a little hop up here. There we go. Alright, Greninja, I command you to sparkle for me. Yeah, we got shiny Merc earlier. Should I hunt for legit Mew or Manaphy? I'd say Mew. Maybe get the Oricario. Might wait to take out the Geary. Yeah, I'd say Mew. Because, like, isn't the way that you have to hunt for Manaphy, isn't that you need to trade the egg to a different file, hatch the egg in that, then it will determine if it's shiny or not, then trade it to it, then, you know, if it's not, trade it back, then restart the game and turn it back on. Like, restart the game, play back to the point, and do it again. It's kind of insane how the Manaphy shiny hunt goes. It's insane. Wow. How did you get 32 of them? How did you get 32 copies of Pokemon Ranger that did not have their Manaphy already consumed? How? I call shenanigans. I am very much calling shenanigans on that. You're explaining this. You're explaining this right now, Shining Blue. I need to know how this happened. Yeah, that's something that just happens from time to time, Error. It is my perpetual worry of shiny hunting is that I will accidentally KO a shiny. What are you doing, Raptor? Alright. Ricky's VA, Porter's Heart and Soul. Ricky's VA is awesome. Ricky's VA. Oh yeah, now you've seen the cutscene, like the one that makes Ricky like the greatest. All right. It is time. The difference in the Urban Mysticas is certain ones will not be able to make Sparkle Power sandwiches with certain other Pokemon, with certain typings. It basically comes down to certain Urban Mystica are for certain typings. Essentially. Alright. It is time for the Greninja Raid. Again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We'll give it a try. Please bring Psychic types. Please bring Gallade. Do not bring Slowbro. We only need one person with Gallade. Everyone else, if you have a Screech user like Revavroom, bring that. We need these Pokemon to be level 100. Gallade needs to have Sharpness and a Life Orb, as well as Swords Dance and Psycho Cut. Everything else need to be Screech users like Revavroom. If you need help figuring out what the team is, the !Gren command will bring you to the video that A's trainer Al and I put together. Alright. Let's try this. Yeah, this should be good. This should be fine. I gotta play. But yeah, basically going forward, anytime that we have these level 7 raids, I am going to be putting together a one-shot strategy guide that is going to be easiest to pull off. So, like, I mean, I know there's a one-turn, one-hit strategy that can work for knocking out Greninja, but that requires absurd level of coordination. It also requires 4 very specific Pokemon. Like, it requires Helping Hand, it requires an Oranguru with Gravity, it requires an Oranguru with Symbiosis. It requires so many different things that it's not as worth it to do. It should be okay, Taylor. We should be okay. I hope. Do you have Swords Dance, though? Nico, just heal. Just use the healing cheer. Don't attack. Just use the healing cheer. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, so first turn, just set up Swords Dance. We should be okay. But yeah, we're gonna be doing this again tomorrow. So if we don't beat this today, we will be doing it tomorrow, we will be doing it Saturday, and we will probably still be doing it Sunday. So, on those days, we'll probably have a bit better of a team composition. So, yeah, I recommend consulting the Greninja Guide video that we put together. It will give you the best options to beat this thing quickly and easily. And, here we go. No, do not do the attack cheer. Do not the attack cheer. I recommend if you can do any of them, do the defense cheer. So this the defensive one. Then after that, just do the healing ones. Because we need to make sure the Greninja does not kill the Gallade. And now let's go for that bullshit. There we go. Okay. Flight is up. Yeah. You're gonna probably need to Swords Dance again. So you do 2 Swords Dances, then do 2 Swords Dances, then do an attack. Okay, there we go. Reflect is up, so thankfully the Gallade shouldn't get taken down too much of a peg from that. Poison will go away. Psychic will be dealing more damage now. Night Slash doesn't do a whole lot to me, even though I'm bulky as hell. So Tantrum, Swords Dance. Now we go for the attack. Now you go for the attack. We should be fine now. Ninja's going for the Hydro Pump. It doesn't do a lot of damage to me because I'm bulky. Son of a... Okay, we lose this. Yeah, that's why we need great support. Okay, we gotta reset everything. We don't win. We lose now. We just lose this. Yep, we lose. Greninja always turn 3 does the shield and does the stat purge. Then on turn 4, turn 5, it automatically sets up the shield. Yeah. So like, yeah, this is why we need a Screech user. Yeah, this is why we need a Screech user. All right, we're going on a raid. After this ends, we're going on a raid. Pump again. They are not. The Greninja raid rewards are not good. It's just a lot of Terra. It's a lot of just poison Terra shards, and effort value items, as well as a couple of self fodder items. Maybe ability patch. They're not great. It's really just okay. Here's a Greninja, and here's just like a crap ton of poison shards. Really, all it is. I can't say I agree with it. I'm not a big fan. Like, these raids wouldn't be bad. I mean, it also gives a lot of it also gives a ridiculously large amount of experience candy. So like, if they gave out better rewards, I would say it's worth it. Tanky fish thing now. It's just, yeah, it's not even worth it. All right, we'll hatch the last egg, and then we're ending off. Yeah, I really don't know what they were thinking of when they. I mean, I know what they were thinking of. They wanted to deliberately stop the Slowbro sets. Yeah. Andreas is in the future gonna be running some like repeat Urban Mystica raids. Basically, he's going and finding like 6-star raids that give a crap ton of Urban Mystica. So I'd recommend like going and talking to Andreas SSG, because like he will just reset raids that give out a crap number. Like, I'll show you how many Urban Mystica I've got right now shining. All these I got from the raid that Andreas just kept, like, recurrent hosting. Like, this was from the raid, this was from the raid, and the bitter ones were from the raid. And I just use that to just stack up my Urban Mystica stockpiles. So I would recommend contacting Andreas about that. But with that, we are done for the night. This night, I just need 2 for each switch. Lucky for me. Nice. But yeah, again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. We're gonna go on a raid. Let's see who we're gonna go raid. I don't think we've raided Vandy before. Yeah, I don't think that we have raided Vandy before. They are also doing a Living Shiny Dex for Scarlet and Violet. So, let's go give them a raid. See you guys next time. Let's rug and rolla. There we go. Raid. See you guys next time. Let's go. And there is our raid link. See you guys. This is fun.